Good morning. It is Tuesday. Today went and ran a couple of errands. It is pretty cold outside, but since I'm in Longview, I decided to flip on my Lyft app and see if I couldn't get any passengers. A good way, by the way, to see if there's any other drivers in the area so that you can kind of get a bird's eye view of what the competition is looking like is to just simply open the Lyft app as a passenger, and you can see here on the phone how many drivers are in the area. Now, as a tip, I'll let you know that Lyft, they give the rides to whoever is closest to the passenger. So if there's someone that's 10 feet within where the passenger requested and you're a mile away from them, that person will get the customer before you will. So keep that in mind when you're picking locations. Generally in the bigger cities, you don't have to worry about competition with other drivers. But in cities like this where it's a little bit smaller, you got to use your noggin. Also, to really utilize the passenger system and the amount of customers coming in, get approved for both platforms, Uber and Lyft. That way you get to turn on both apps at the same time, and whoever is going to be coming in as a customer, you can just close out the other app and then use one of the apps. And that's pretty much it. Gonna turn the app off with just this one customer that I picked up today and head back and do some editing. I got a lot of uploading to do. I got some good content that I got over the weekend. The thing about Lyft is that, or any ride sharing service, is that you don't have customers that come in all the time. There's a lot of time in between waiting for customers, and if you utilize that time listening to things like podcasts, things to enrich the mind, it really is beneficial. It's like you're sitting in the classroom when you're in your vehicle. The good thing about being an independent contractor, because that's what you are while you're doing this Lyft driving, is that you can write off a lot of things for expenses when tax season comes around, including your cell phone bill, insurance, among other things like the stuff you buy when you're out on the road, and car washes even. Now, I have a monthly membership here, so I pay like 16 bucks a month to keep my car looking squeaky clean.
Would you like to save money?
So it's just,
would you like to upgrade your wash?
Scans my membership and
thank you for your business. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
Here we go in the washer. This one's kind of nice because they spray it down and then they kind of manually brush the car, and then it gets put through the machine too, so it gets extra clean. And then the use of vacuums are also free here while they're doing all this. But it's good to have stuff that you can write off. Your phone mount, you got to use that while you're driving as rideshare. Your dash cam, I highly recommend a good dash cam that can record the inside and the outside of the vehicle, because if anything were to go down, you want to capture that for your safety and for the safety of others too. And I've made it back to the store. Time to get busy here now. The hustle never stops. Nice looking car. I think they did a good job, or the machine did rather. See, got my pineapple juice, my cigarettes, You know, going on with my recycling and reusing things, I have cigarettes that I stock up here, and a good thing to do after using this box is to reuse it. So what I do is I stock up my cigarettes, right? Like so. And then after getting done, there's no sense in just throwing this away, right? So what you do is just cut this side off. And then you cut this side off. And what you're trying to get is the bulk of this cardboard piece right here. This is a good piece of paper. A nice healthy tree went into making this. So why just throw it away? Look at that, a nice piece of paper where I can write down something like my shopping list and reuse it. Now, I've got a whole bunch of these that I've cut up here on the side. Look at all these reusable papers here. See, all of this can be written on. Also, on the discussion of rechargeables, I have batteries that are being recharged right now. These are the AAA ones, and it looks like 2 of them are done charging, 2 of them are still red, waiting on those to charge up. I haven't bought batteries for a while now. If you can reuse, recycle, reduce, it all helps the environment. I'll tell you another thing that I do here. So I have cola bottles, right? And I'm gonna stock them up in the window later. But before I do that, when I take these out of the ring, these rings end up into the landfills and into the beaks of birds, and they can't get their beaks out of it, and sometimes they die. So what I do is just cut the rings like this. A little bit goes a long way, guys.